is where the heart is, my heart's own home. Though I never really had one to call my own. Well, I've been given the key by the carpenter of Galilee. With interest paid, the title's made to me.
Home, where there is no night. Home, where the sun is the light. The place I've been dreaming of so long. First I'll see when my journey's over. I am going home.
Everybody dreams of going home, it seems. Lately I am no exception to the rule. Oh, but a home is so much more than the windows, walls, and doors. It's a warm embrace where a smiling face is waiting you.
Home, where there is no night. Home, where the sun is the light. The place I've been dreaming of so long. Loved ones stand to welcome me, but his sweet face will be the first I'll see when my journey's over. I am going home. Home,
Where there is no night, where the sun is the light, the
place I've been dreaming of so long. Loved ones stand
to welcome me, but his sweet face will be the first I'll see. Where my
journey's over. I am going home.
when my
Journey's over. I am going home.
Lily of the valley, let your sweet aroma fill my life. Rose of Sharon, show me how to grow in beauty in God's sight. Fairest of 10,000, make me a reflection of your light. Oh, light.
Let stars shine down on me. Let your love shine through me. You and mine.
Lord, I want to be a witness. You can take what's wrong and make it
right. Day stars shine down on me. Let your love shine through me in the
Lord, I see a world that's dying, wounded by the master of deceit. Groping in the darkness, haunted by the years of past defeat. Then I see you standing near me, shining with compassion in your eyes. Oh, in your eyes. Oh,
day stars shine down on me. Let your love shine through me in the night. Lead me, Lord, I'll follow. Anywhere you open up the door. Let me know your wisdom. Show me things I've never seen before.
Lord, I want to be a witness. You can take what's wrong and make it right. Oh,
Day stars shine down on me. Let your love shine through me in the night. Jesus, shine down on me. Let your love shine through me in the
First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that faze me, 'cause I'm so grateful for life and another chance. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Hey, 'cause today is all I have. Work hard every day for me and my family. It's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. Time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when
funny.
You know, today it's supposed to be a holiday. You know, Connie was commenting last night that she don't remember Ash Wednesday being Valentine's Day being Ash Wednesday, whatever it is. But, you know, it seems as if you have a sugar rush, Mikey G. You come in here animated, like excited, you're dancing like you're going to fall off that chair anytime soon. And I'm like,
Yeah.
happy anniversary! Yeah.
Flashpoint, 2 years old.
You're a toddler.
My baby.
You're a toddler.
Flashpoint, 2 years of age this morning. Today, February 14th, 2024.
Wow.
Can't imagine. I don't know about you, but you know, it's exciting for me. It's like, you know, you have been on a journey for a while, and you know, you are here now, and you just realize
That you're rich.
No, well, you're not reached yet, but I mean, you are on that road that is taking you, you know, to a very great destination.
Ah.
It's like, you know, I've listened to this one. People says, I'm driving on this street. I live in this community, and it's very scenic.
I think we have one viewer who says, happy anniversary, Flashpoint. Yes. Thank you for that anniversary greeting.
Of course, you can call in. Of course, the number to call is not. If you even want to send a greeting to your loved ones or anybody who you think special enough, you want to send a greeting
Greetings to my brother in foreign email.
Yes. He never send nothing for me if I ain't gone. Send a. Everything I tell him, send them and say nothing to you from him gone. You know, your sister with the foreign, and she left his dash stone behind you. But anyway, we love you here. We love you. You know, that kind of way. You can just send a greeting.
Yes.
Or, you know, that special one that is so close to your heart. You say, oh my God, I can't live without you. Today, Today, I am on life support. You're gone. You know, your person left you and you're gone. I'm like, I can't live without you. I know they gone left you. I know you have to be on. What do you call this? Something you put in your nose, baby. What do you call it? Something you put it there, but you have to put it down your throat and make sure you get the breathing going on. You know, like, anyway, it's fine. Anyway, so if you're in love,
I know love is supposed to be one of those wonderful things. I don't know what you're making it out to be this morning.
No, love is nice. I mean, I think
the question is, what is love? You know, there's a lot of talk about love, but what is love?
What is love?
That's a question.
I could ask Tina Turner.
What is love?
No, that's not Tina Turner. What is love? Did you hurt me? I should give them a few of those songs today. Give them a little bit of energy.
Yeah, but we have to start with devotion.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna bring it, but later on, I'm gonna give you a few of those energy songs if you didn't do any aerobics all week, all year, starting 2024.
Well, that's a true question, Mikey G.
What is love?
What is love? Besides breaking it up in agape
everybody wants to have a different segment of the love. And you know, we're so psychological and so logical that we become irrelevant with all of it. It's like we lost the sight of what everything is. So it's agape love. It's like saying, so we have been describing the loves in different ways.
Yes.
I just see love as one thing.
What?
Honestly, just love. Just love. What they do is people say, psychologists or people say that I'm going to then say, if I love my mother, this is the kind of love that I love my mother with. If I love my child, this is the kind of love I love my child with. No, I love my child. And I know it's my child. And that's how I love her.
You know.
Or him. I know it's my child.
You know, Mikey G.
Right? So it's like, by the time you find out which kind of love it is, you never know which love you have. I mean, love not have no meaning. It's like, it's gone. So, I've left it alone a little bit. And not bother with the whole heap of semantics of what love is. Because I just know that I love. And if I love you, I love you. And that love is constant. You know? It's a sexual love. It's not the same love as the other love. But the same love. Only that it's not sexual for your picnic.
You know,
You understand?
Mikey G, when I
Love is one word and it's the same thing.
When I think of
It's just
love,
that how we apply the love makes the difference. Now we want to break it up to say it's a this love and that love. I hear it every time, but I cannot see love any way different.
I was saying, can I say?
Yes.
You know, when I am asked the question, or when that question is posed, what is love? I find it hard to just come up with a definition. I tend to think of what happens when there is love. You know, love is an action word, and it is that action comes from, and I don't like the word when it said feeling. It seems so transient, because I can feel this way today and feel another way tomorrow. And I think love transcends that temporary feeling of how you would want to react to someone. Love is, it helps to build a relationship. And sometimes you love someone, you don't talk to them every day, but you will climb any mountain. You will do anything to make the person happy. And when that person is out of your life, yeah.
You just said good riddance.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of anniversary greetings here. Thank you for the anniversary greetings coming in from our YouTube listeners and viewers this morning. You know, it's a place to be. And I believe Susan is ready with her devotional as well. You know that?
Yes, I know. I said it's to
Are you stuck?
I am not. I'm sure I'm
I see you come out in your red and black shirt this morning. What is that all about?
I'm celebrating Valentine's. In polka dots.
All right, we're going to have a history. We're going to go delve deep into the history of Valentine's this morning. Mikey G is in red and black this morning.
I'm representing
Welcome to the breakfast hour.
I'm representing well what Valentine's should be or is.
Yes.
You know. Yeah. I think I just go. Let me just. For those who know what Valentine's is, do we have a Valentine's Day song, like Valentine's Day song or something like that?
Apart from love is, you know, I don't know.
I don't know, but I don't know. It is a Valentine's Day song.
Funny how time flies.
Funny how times really go by, you know. Fast.
Another year has come and gone.
1 year more, Flashpoint is alive and well.
Still together here.
And if it's your anniversary and you've been married for how long and today is that special day, celebrate us now.
While we're celebrating like this, we'll drink a toast to
I'm trying to turn up, I'm trying to turn up this music in the studio. I want to make my microphone go off.
Cause if anyone deserves to stay together out of them,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to all Flashpoint members and VIPs. Yeah. And all our listeners who are listening, if you're just joining us for the first time.
happy anniversary.
You know, I'm shouting in my microphone. I couldn't hear it. You know why? It was turned off the whole time. I'm only talking to your microphone. You know, I have to start this thing all over again. This is not right, man. It's not right. I'm going to start it. I knew something was going wrong. I couldn't hear myself. I was saying, why can't I hear myself?
And that's why we always have this as our actual
guide. Yes.
guide. And that's
I should wear my earphones in the studio, right? So I know that I'm not going out at all. But you know what? Because the mic is so sensitive, I know they heard me still. Not as loud as you're hearing me now.
Together here
I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
with a love so very strong.
While we are celebrating like this morning, it's an anniversary moment, a very big time for us. It's 1 day more, 1 year more that Flashpoint is alive and well. And we have come a far, far, far way. You know that, right?
You know, I think this morning we should have a chance to go down memory lane to remember the first, you know, when that seed was planted.
Wow.
And then what we have transitioned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
We're still in the, you know, growth period,
Mode, yes.
springing up, and yeah, isn't it amazing? Yeah.
The strength in a man is in the woman who packs him up. And in you, I can depend.
The number to call if you want to call in is 1345-927-7509.
That's the way.
Yeah, man, you can just call and just hail up your friends and family, wherever they are this morning, and just, you know. Yeah, if they're not going to hear it, what you do is this, you send them back to the link and say, yeah, me the big you up on Flashpoint, go listen to the thing, man. I did it, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
I'm missing something very important for my actual year. Anyway, I can figure it out. That's no problem. I got it. Happy anniversary to all this morning and to Flashpoint.
Happy anniversary. Congratulations, Mikey G. You got this dream and you didn't sit still. You saw it into fruition. And we would remember you telling everybody about Flashpoint. I'm like, you know.
Yeah, I know some people saw me being stupid at the time.
But I will say congratulations for converting your passion, yes? And it's still on the road to growth. God is so amazing. And I hope that you will have many, many more happy anniversary.
And it's not about me, you know, it's about every single person. You, the rest of the team, everybody.
Yes, so we have a few team members logged on. And
Yeah, so Lisa up already.
Setting anniversary.
All right, and Lisa, good morning to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a privilege and a pleasure, ma'am, to have you on the team of Flashpoint.
Yes.
That's all I could say right now. Really an awesome. You know, Auntie Lisa is responsible for the KFC Kids program. You know, and we are yet to do some more with our KFC Kids, but this is where we are this year, 2024. It's a good place to be. We are still relevant,
Yes.
and still necessary.
Yes.
When you get up in the morning, you know that you have something to do, somebody to tell something, somebody's waiting to hear something.
Yes.
And I think this morning, as you said, they may just want to hear from Susan this morning. I want to say a special good morning to Miss Susan Long this morning. And I thank you for a well done program each morning. Flashpoint is appreciating you this morning with every single fiber in our being today. We really do. Really do. Really do. She does. I tell you, I want to say thanks to Sister Georgia Isaacs.
Yes.
For having such an awesome sister. And to be my friend as well. You know, I want to say thank you, Sister Georgia Isaacs, for actually introducing me to your sister that I am falling in love with so much that I don't know at all.
Falling in love.
Yeah. I fall in love with all her work, everything that she does. And listen to that. Love is something that is not one or the other. It is just love. It's just what it is.
Yes.
But and that is why we have so many people people have used it in a very wrong way that they can find to use it every way that they can find. It's just love. You know what? I love a donkey. It's just love, And then you think you must do the same thing with a donkey as you do with your wife. Yeah, come on, You don't do that. So we must know that it's a child, and I love my child. But it's my child. Guys, come on. Be clear on what love is. It's not no different love, but you must know that that's your child. Look at it, man. See the thing, no? Yeah, that compass must work. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this one this morning. From the lady herself, Mrs. Susan Long, bringing it to you this morning, all the way from the coastal country of Jamaica. Yeah, for those who are in Spanish. What do they say in French, though?
This is day 14. Now abide faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. There is love, written by David McCasland. Some time ago, I traded email with a friend who was approaching 30 and had no serious love relationship in sight. He's talented, fun, handsome, and a committed Christian. But so far, everything on his romantic horizon has turned out to be a mirage. Several months earlier, he had been very enthusiastic about a young woman with whom he was corresponding. 2 weeks before they were to meet for the first time, she was killed by a drunk driver. My friend made the trip to meet her family, experience their pain, and deal with his own sense of loss. Today, many people will feel the absence of love as keenly as others celebrate its presence. In a world where love means so much, is there a word from the Lord for everyone, with or without a sweetheart? 1 John 4 focuses not on being loved by another person, but on God's love for us and our love for one another. According to 1 Corinthians 13 verse 7, this love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. How is this possible? Because God's love has been poured out in our hearts by the Holy Spirit. Long after the cards and flowers are forgotten, there is love from God's heart to ours. On this, the day when we express undying love and faithfulness, let us not forget that God above gave us His Son in perfect love. Our quote this morning reads, "The more we understand God's love for us, the more love we will show to others." End quote.
The more love,
the more we understand God's love for us, the more love we will share with others.
the more we understand God's love for us,
The more love we will share with others. That's the quote for today.
I want to say a special good morning to Sister Sharon Thompson this morning. I want to say to you this morning that we can't love you anymore. No, we're not taking away the love from you. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, you ever know that if you give and take back what happened to you? You
have Akabe. What they call it? Abe?
You get a cocoa.
Abe. They call it
You must
Abe.
give
And take back.
Yeah, can you give love and take back?
Big ol' up. What do you call it? Aka.
Now you open that box. You can't give love and take it back.
No, I said we can't at Flashpoint love you anymore. No, that is a statement that sounds like it's not the way it's supposed to be, but it's exactly the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
We are loving you so much that we book. The love book. The love book. I listened to this song and it says God is better than best.
Yes.
When I think about that love that is better than best.
Yes.
It is something incredible to know that when we say we give the best, we give our all, we give the best.
Yes.
God give us more than what the best looks like.
Yes.
Yes. So if we understand how God loves us and the love that He has for us, then we would try to treat others better, more loving, more kind, more nice, more respect.
Yes.
Did I say more nice?
Let's celebrate your special day. Wishing you the very best. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Alright, this verse is special this morning. Flashpoint celebrating 2 years. 2 years old today, Valentine's Day. Why does it sound like somebody knocking on the door? I'm listening now.
I don't know.
I'm gonna think.
Knock. Who's there?
Knock. Who is there? I would say.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. So let us share the happiness, remembering the blessings that you have. Together we'll be wishing for more good times, more celebrations to come. Let's celebrate your special day, wishing you the very best. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. 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 So let us share the happiness.
Sharing the happiness this morning. Happy anniversary to all members and team members of Flashpoint and all our VIP members, wherever you are this morning, wherever you are. Shake a hand across the screen, across the airwaves, wherever you are this morning. I want to say a pleasant good morning to you and thank you for sticking with us and putting up with me. One person said, Mikey G, careful you careful the borderline crazy Watch it Watch the jokes, Mikey G. Yeah. Wait, I make the joke. I was thinking about this one. Yeah. Happy anniversary to us. I was thinking about this one that says, when I make the joke about men, it's alright, but if I make the joke about women, it's a bad thing. Yeah, truth. Bad thing. Can't say that about the ladies. We have been what you call placed. You don't know how to move around each other anymore. we're not easily gelling together again. Women and men are just separate entities, and we are apart. We are fighting. We are at war. We are crazier than the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter. You remember that story?
What story?
The Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we are crazier than that. Men and women, let me just get this in there. Ah, great, I got it. We are crazier than the Manhattan, the men and women story. We are fighting each other. And I need it just pop in my head, this whole love story. And it's like, we look at seeing this team women one side and team men. In fact, it wasn't a team men before because the men weren't even it wasn't even saying anything. But I think what has happened is that this big push on this team women has basically put it on the men's radar.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like, no, you ought to kill them. They were at that first time, you give me up, just thump me right here, sir. No, man, do it. Yeah, and we're good. We never mind. We didn't mind at all. It was fine. Go again. There it is. We never mind.
Listen, I don't want to get in any trouble here.
No. I'm saying something. I'm saying something.
Bruises on your
No. Hold on. No. I'm saying the men did not mind. They did not mind at all. They did not mind. I watched every movie I could find, Lady Elise. And the woman would just take off a box and just give man one box in the face. Every movie I watch, coming back from it as far back as you can think about. Watch them. One box in the man's face. Every time she have a problem. Have you ever seen it?
Oh, yes. The movies.
Yeah, quick on the draw. Slap the man in his face.
Yes.
The movies started doing that early in the day. Started showing women how they can be more disrespectful to their spouses. And how they can be more, and it is alright to do it. But guess what? The men cannot do the same.
Yes.
If he does, he's immediately called the police and he's hauled off to jail where he belongs. Because that little bitch, he should...
That little what?
Person. Should be in jail a long time. I messed that one up.
Yes.
We have fallen out of love with each other so badly.
Can I erase?
Yeah, you can edit that. You have fallen out of love with each other
My
so
head.
much. Yeah. It's hurtful. It's hurtful to see.
My head.
It's hurtful to see where we have
degree.
gone. It's hurtful to see where we have gone from the mold of loving each other.
Yes.
That we have allowed Hollywood to train the mind of each other.
Yeah.
To behave so ill-mannered against each other that we know we are fighting a battle that will not end well.
Ah.
It's a destruction upon us that it's second to none. We have unleashed Armageddon on the nation of people anywhere you live. It's a crazy thing and it's catching on faster everywhere. And at Valentine's Day, there are persons who are hating each other more than any other time else in a way that is second to none. It's impossible. And I have looked at it, Lady Elise.
Yes.
And I've seen it blossom most in places like churches.
Ah.
Churches blossom this hatred towards each other. It's not a hatred for man versus woman. It's just a hatred for each other. It's like this thing has happened for so long now. The pushback has started. The men are pushing back now. And it's a bigger thing now because here is the storyline that the man, you shot him a box in his face on national TV. And then him come off and shot the woman a box on national TV the same way. Which one going to be hitting more? Who going to feel that more? And it is impossible for advocating violence against one and expect the violence to remain.
Yes.
It's difficult. And now that the gloves are off, it's free for all because it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
Somebody sold that narrative. But there are persons who should not be continuing it, perpetrating it. Godly minds, people using the Bible, people who should know better, who have not been doing very well with that. Where is the love? What Susan's statement was, if we understand,
The more we understand God's love for us.
is the more we can love each other.
Yes.
The more we understand God's love for us. And that simply means that God's love for us is this thing.
Yes.
He would die on a cross for me. Somebody who has been so wicked towards him, has been doing everything wrong and never ever care a bit about him, but he still go die for me. Understanding that, how many of these loving couples, Lady Elise, I will ask this one quickly, do you think would give their life for each other? I love you so much. But there somebody says, if you love that person so much, would you be prepared to die for that person? Would you?
That's the true test of love, right?
That's the true test of love.
Yes. Yes.
The true test of love is to see yourself giving your life for somebody you love.
Yes.
It's like if somebody messes with like my family and so, I can't tell him that my life don't value nothing at all. Right there, so it gone. I'm losing it right there. I know how you do it. My life don't value anything right there, so I'm already knowing this. And when I say that, I say that with the expression that I don't care what happened to me at that point. Now, if you can feel that in yourself, that's somebody might say, Mike, you're reckless, careless. No, that's what it means to be a man. That's what it means to be a protector of your family. That's what it means that when somebody else think that they can trouble your family and no consequence, that's what they must think about before they start troubling you. That's what it means. I tell you, the statistics shows, I will say this one to you, Ladies, and to our Flashpoint listeners. The statistics shows that the man in the house who is considered dangerous to everybody else around, the family is less likely that anybody want to trouble the family, because they don't want him to come talk to them if they consider him dangerous enough. The statistics show that that family is the safest family in the community. The man who is the most dangerous in the community, the family is the safest. Nobody want, you know who for family that? You know who for daughter that? You know who you mess with? And the person is being cautioned right there and it says, oh. And walk away right away. Because you know, want him turn up on your doorstep. That's what the statistics show. I didn't make it up.
Good morning up there in Edmonton. Welcome to the breakfast hour. Happy, special. It's a holiday. I don't know if it's a holiday where you are. I doubt if it's a holiday elsewhere. It is a holiday here. I know in Jamaica it's also a holiday, midterm break for teachers and students. For us here as well, not because it's a Valentine's Day, but because it's Ash Wednesday. And so we have a public holiday. I don't know if ants in certain people bed, they're out here from early. Nonetheless, it's also a special day for us, so we had to make a special effort to be here. It is our anniversary, our second year that we have been here, and we are happy that you have stayed with us and tolerated us despite our many
flaws. Especially mine. I am very flawed. I know. I'm admittingly saying it. For those perfect people who are out there, I am very, very flawed.
Yes.
I already know.
Yes.
And when I get a little bit And when I get my emotions just grab me a little bit more, and I get a little bit seeing when people are so, it troubles me. And I understand, yeah. But this morning is Valentine's Day.
Finally. Breathe.
Yeah, I'm breathing. It's no, but you see the thing is, if you don't know what hate is, you can't truly appreciate what love is, If you don't know what hatred is, you can't fully appreciate what love truly is.
Yes.
It's impossible.
Yes.
It's impossible to know. It's like saying, if you have always been successful, you don't know what suffering feels like. You don't know what hurt feels like when somebody's saying, man, I'm not making it out today. It's not doing well. It's like if every race you run and you're the person who runs, you are winning every race. You have never known what winning feels like. If you have never felt defeat. Because when you see somebody win the first time and you see them celebrating and they're going on and balloons going up and they're having their friends over having a party, you just go home, I got another trophy. It's normal, and so that's why it is impossible. But if you have never suffered loss, then you will never know what love is. And I'm telling you, for those who have suffered loss and you find something that really, they say it's better the second time around.
What is better the second time around?
The love story. It's like what you do, I listen to somebody conversation, married women and men, married women and men. I listen to somebody conversation. And I want to put it on the women's part first. And then the men go and follow suit. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for him. You want come this is love, this is the marriage situation. But then that man and that woman separated. And of course the man, I'm not doing that for her. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. And then the relationship went apart. And then you find somebody else and you're involved with that person. And that person probably not have some of the qualities that the person that you had before had.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yes.
But you find yourself putting up with them a little more easier. Because you now realize that it's going to take a little bit of work on me to make it work. Because there's no perfect person. And I myself is flawed. So I'll have to do something extra. There are some things that I never used to do that I now have to do. Because I thought it was just normal for me not to. Because I am this guy who, And so, but now, I better step up to the plate and make sure I have to call and say Happy Valentine. I have to call and say,
So
honey.
let me ask you a question. It sounds as if, it takes so much effort.
No, it don't take so much effort.
Is it hard to change to doing this now?
No, it's not hard to change. You just be mindful that you must. Because if you miss it, this evening won't be a good evening at all.
You mean the doghouse?
Well, that's a term I understand is being used by women to men. Doghouse. I'm not coming to my house, come sleep on no couch.
While you're talking there, I'm sorry, I didn't go off, but I was starting to look at love quotes. I think you mentioned one, and one came to my mind. It is better to have loved and lost than to never love at all.
I want to
What do you
say,
think about that
I'm
one?
thinking, I'm thinking there's a young lady that I met some years ago.
You agree with that one?
I'm going to say it to you now.
Yes.
And when you said that a while ago, you just raise up her handsness. There was a young lady that I met in my life. We crossed paths.
Yeah.
And I tell you, for me, it was I met a wonderful person.
It seems as if yes.
I have met a wonderful person. I'm telling you. And this statement, she's going to be watching this. She's not dead yet. She's still alive.
Yes. Yes.
I haven't seen her in years. I haven't talked to her in years.
Yes.
Never. And yeah, that's that. But I would say this.
You know.
I said the same statement to her.
Yes.
One day I was standing, I think it's in the carport. The carport.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I was standing in the carport. And I said to her the statement. I said, it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And I'm this guy who's this, chatty fellow who is very philosophical and all of that. And so I said that to her in my bold self. And it wasn't anything to say we are separating or anything, but we're just talking to say to her that I'm happy that I've met you.
Yeah.
And if we never keep this love that we have,
yes,
I would count it a joy and a great honor to have met you. I said that. She said no, and she went off on a tangent, and she very chatty, full of talk, she could talk me out of talk. If I could talk, she could talk more. But let me tell you, one of the persons who would have made me smile every single time, just talk me into smiling, laughing all the time. And of course, a little time passed. Things, some stuff happened. And she came to me one day, I don't know if it was the same spot. I think I was at the same spot. And she said to me, you're right. I said, what I'm right about? Because I'm never usually right. So she said, you're right. I said, yeah, of course you're going to tell me, right? You said to me some time ago, it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. And she said to me, you're right. Because I now see what you're talking about. And I'm so happy that I would have met you. And I tell you, for me, that lingers with me every time in my life, every now and then. And then I didn't remember it, I did not remember that until you said it a while ago.
Yeah. It's because, but then you'll think about the hurt that could possibly come from loss of love. But to say that's a bold statement, it is better what you experience with that love. It's better to have loved and lost than to not have loved at all. That's quite a profound one. If you think about all the possible things that could happen when you lose that love, you probably want to secure your heart from that, place. Because losing a love could mean simply separation in terms of living in two different countries, or your life would have taken two different
living in two different beds, and
or someone could have died. You could lose a loved one. The devotional that we did this morning, Susan was stating that this young man who was supposed to meet someone that could have possibly been a companion 2 weeks before they should have met. She was in a fatal accident, and so they never got to unite. So that pain of also losing, and several persons have lost loved ones, but the experience of that love far outweighs. It's like a treasure. You put it in a spot and you just say, wow, that experience was phenomenal. It was awesome. And then, so yes, we're talking about love in Flashpoint. Flashpoint.
And if that's the case, then I should play a song. I should play a song for the people.
Listen, I have a lot of songs. I wanted to play this song this morning, Buy Me a Rose. Yeah, Cameron. Why don't you? I'm gonna do this one first, right? Yeah. Let me play this song for somebody. This might not be the conventional Valentine's song, but I'm gonna do it anyhow. The man himself, Mr. John Holt.
Love and affection.
Do you like this morning's Flashpoint morning anniversary celebration this morning? If you are celebrating your anniversary or celebrating your Valentine's,
A heart so true, yours for the accent I've got right here for you.
listening to Flashpoint.
I desire lots of love for you, so here's all you got to do. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good loving, yeah, 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 call me, call me. Love and affection, a heart so true. Everybody needs a future, but I can see my future in you. Love and affection, a love so true. Yours for the asking, I've got it right here for you. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good loving, yeah, 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 call me, call me. Love and affection, a heart so true. Yours for the asking, I've got it right here for you. You needn't be lonely, you needn't be blue. Everybody needs a future, but I can see my future in you. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good loving, yeah, 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 call me, call me, call me, call me. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good loving, yeah, 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 call on me, call on me. Love and affection.
Love and affection this morning. I want to say good morning to Coralie.
Good morning, Reggae.
Ah, man, she came out this morning in Flashpoint, the t-shirt, and yeah, proudly representing red lipstick. Yeah. Valentine's. Yes. I'm not going to ask her who's our Valentine's today. I'm not even going to get into that. You know, I'm not.
Flashpoint, of course.
Flashpoint.
Of course.
Yeah. Make sure. Anyway, so we are celebrating anniversary today. One more year of being Flashpoint right here in the Cayman Islands and the rest of the world. I want to say good morning to Marie right now, all the way in Canada. Yeah, Marie, good morning to you. And of course, we really appreciate you staying with us each morning, and that we could be your company each morning and continue to be a part of this team.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's another year, Michael.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh, man. Let me tell you. Now you're here, right? I know that you're here. Okay. Do you understand how I could feel? Come on. If you have somebody like Curly on the team of Flashpoint, how would you feel? You know? And so right there, yes, I am feeling real awesome. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling that God has done a wonderful thing and has brought us this far. There are people every single place on this planet that knows about us.
Which is why there should be a sense of pride and maybe mixed with humility, because there are a lot of persons who have passions that they never pursue.
Yes.
But to see that 2 years, this is 2 years of it being executed, but certainly there would have been
a little bit of time of incubation, the incubation period.
Absolutely.
What do you call when babies are being made? What do you call a period? Ladies is on the call.
Gestation period.
Hold on. Let me see if I can bring you in a little bit, because I'm thinking you're out of the camera zone. Let me find you and put you on the set.
That's fine.
I'm putting you on the set. Hold on. Let me put you on the set. Fix your microphone for me.
I'm camera shy, and things like that.
I'm fixing your. I'm putting you on the set right there. All right. So here is I'm turning on your microphone. Let me turn on your microphone for you. Hold on. Your mic is on, so you can actually speak. and they can see you now. They can see you now, right? Yes, go ahead. What did you talk about? We talk about the woman is pregnant now.
The gestation period?
What?
Gestation.
Gestation.
Yes.
Yeah. I just said the pregnant period, but you have a very good medical word for it.
Yes.
So and so Corey was saying then in the what period?
Gestation. Yes.
For us lay people, we use English.
The English
as much as we can.
Queen's English is for us.
No. The pregnancy period. Leave the technical terms to the technical people.
To the
That's
technical
my
people.
Because I may get tongue tied.
I don't know some of these words. When I always ask the question, who come? You have a lot of medical words, right? I said, who come up with these words? Where did they come from? I think somebody just drop a pan sometime and just see it come up and just say, I'm just going to call it that.
Well, Michael, we have, for those of us who have been listening for a while,
yes,
we're waiting on the dictionary to incorporate some of the ones that you have dropped. So, I'm not sure if that's how it works. But
I'm getting that dictionary up and running because I think there's a few words that need adjusting. You know what I know for a fact, the dictionary that I grew up with is not the same one that we have now. Now this is a real truth. They have adjusted the dictionary already and continue to adjust it
because it's fluid.
Right. So you see. Because when you said I have my dictionary, it wouldn't mean that I would make a different thing. I would just be making a dictionary.
So you have urban dictionary, you have Spanish dictionary. We'll just have a Mikey G
dictionary. So I'm saying, why not? Why not? Let's do this one this morning for all the persons who are here. We're celebrating an anniversary today, and of course, Flashpoint. We want to just big up all our persons who are celebrating Valentine's.
Absolutely, love is in the air.
Tell people what you think. Just tell them what you feel about Valentine's today, and then big them up a little bit. Let me hear what that would be.
Well, I'm a novice where that is concerned. I pretty much live vicariously, so I go with the flow.
You go with the flow.
But I like the romanticizing of it, the sentiments that are associated, and it's when I thought about it, it's just a day to celebrate love.
Yeah.
So for those who do, by all means, enjoy it. And yesterday it was Hazel who spoke about the chocolate and the
who's getting chocolate today?
Well, I see roses in the studio, so there's a good start.
Yeah, some bouquets are around here somewhere.
And it's gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, bouquets are here. Let me see if I can put it in the frame better. There it is. And if I put it more, I want to fall off this thing. So, bouquets is in the studio. So
absolutely. So, however, well, my thought is that it shouldn't just be reserved for one day. So those who are celebrating it should be those persons who birthday, every single
Valentine's Day should be every single day.
Exactly.
All right. For those who understand the fullest, I want to, you know what? I'm going to call out Georgia Isaacs because let me tell you something. I'm going to call her out. Georgia, for me, and Arthur, as somehow for me, hold on. I'm going to do this one as well. I'm going to say Pastor Thompson and Sister Jennifer Thompson. I'm going to look at these two couples right here, right now. Pastor Thompson, what's Pastor? Capel Thompson. Pastor Capel Thompson was the pastor for the Ebenezer SDA Church, and this is where I met him, and then he was the pastor for the Savannah SDA Church
prior to his retirement.
Oh, and he's retired now.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's a conversation for another time. But then, anyways, I would say that come on, I'm just thinking. All right, let's not. I'm not going to be sidetracked by that.
By all means,
you're already sidetracked.
My mind is going all over the place. You see me thinking about the retirement thing already.
When are you retiring? All right, focus. Continue.
I would here is John on the Isle of Patmos.
Were we talking about Georgia and?
Yeah, I know. She just asked a question. Here's John on the Isle of Patmos, right? And John was boiled in oil. Put on the Isle of Patmos because they couldn't kill him.
Right.
Was he an apostle still at that time? Anyways, I'm going to go back to the question. So, Pastor Capel Thompson, I'm just going. Pastor Kipper Thompson and Sister Jennifer Thompson.
Yes.
I see Georgia Isaacs and I see Arthur, Mr. Arthur Isaacs. And for me, I'm going to play a song that would just for me see these two couples as my example of what people loving each other looks like. For real. Real, no joke.
You know, I was talking to Georgia the other day.
Yes.
I saw her after church and she was sharing, and she says, boy, I don't know how he put up with me. He is like, Georgia is like the rambunctious
yes,
one.
Yes, she's just always moving.
More,
and he's just relaxed and calm and a little laid back.
And I said to her, it's the perfect combination. So, you know, and when she speaks, you can actually, is that love is still is oozing out of her. And it's what, 37 years, I think she said, they've been together.
37 years.
And I'm like, that's how it should look.
Yeah, that's what love. And of course, Georgia and Arthur is also VIP members of Flashpoint.
Absolutely.
I don't think Pastor Cable Thompson is a VIP member. Is he a VIP member?
I'm not sure. We have to check our chat to see.
Listen, we have to upscale the man to some. No. How could we? Yeah, of course, you have to put him up.
By all means.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's.
I mean, come on. All right, we're celebrating this one. I'm gonna play this song this morning.
Of course.
I hope you can appreciate it for
celebrating Georgia and.
Yes, that love. And for all the persons that are celebrating Valentine's today, and you love each other, not just celebrating it and hate each other, and tonight one go in the next bed, go sleep in one room, and the other go in the next bed, go sleep in the other room, and you're out in public showing everybody how we are married and in love. Don't do that. I don't want this. I don't play this song for you. I'm playing it for just the persons who, when they are not seen by anybody else, love each other just the same.
Awesome.
Ladies laughing her head off with that one. Anyway, this one is a special one this morning. All the persons who are in love, alright?
Forever mine. All because you're my kind. Oh, baby, I got what you want. You got what I want.
You want to escape a little bit?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he really wants to escape. I'm putting her on the camera right here. I take the camera for her. Go sit on the couch. Sit there. Sit right there.
And I'm so glad. Thank you very much. Because it gets better with time. Oh, girl, I like what you like. You like what I like. We were made.
Was it all right with you, Curly, with that one a while ago? Was it fine for you? Let me turn on your microphone because I don't know. You just hustled back to where you pull the mic to you. That one that is right in front of you. Just pull it. Let me just turn it off that you just don't make any noise, right? Bring it down. Good. You can just speak. How was
the song?
It? Oh, was it?
Or the
song?
experience?
The song.
Well, I'm a hopeless romantic, so I listen to the words of the song more than anything else, and it made sense.
It made sense.
It made sense.
I love it.
Forever mine.
Yes, man. I'm saying you are. Listen to the word of the song, no?
Oh, we're one of a kind.
Listen, man. This is what when God made Adam and that woman that He made for her.
I need what you need. You need what I need. We were made.
Here's the thing that troubles me, Corley, Lady Elise. Here's the thing that troubles me: the oneness in marriage. When you talk about the God's what you call it, mathematics of two becoming one. Two becoming one, right? Yeah. So here's the mathematics. When you're married, when you're not married, you're like two separate entities. So it is Coralie and
Mr. Right.
Mr. Coralie. What?
Mr. Right.
Mr. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mr. Right. Alright, hold on. Let's go.
Did you actually say Mr. Coralie? That is the question. I'm sorry. I'm just like stuck right there.
I'm just struggling. Come on. We can't.
Did you just actually say Mr. Coralie?
Alright, let's go.
Dictionary he's building.
No. Let's go with it.
I mean, there are some names that can be feminine and masculine. You know, I always say this to you, Mikey G, that you're talking one thing and sometimes you're gone off on a tangent. But I think that has happened to me because now I'm thinking about male and female names that can be used interchangeably. Can you imagine?
Like a man named Debbie. Like call a man named Debbie. Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie.
His name Debbie now. You're going to find a lot of men. Listen.
But there are some names that can be used both.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that the names now that are going to be going on with children being named, you're going to find a girl, you're going to find women named Michael, you're going to find women named John.
The feminine for Michael is Michelle.
No, but I'm not saying feminine
for Danielle. Michelle. For Danielle is Danielle. Danielle with a L and an E at the end.
Yeah. All right. So anyways, I was saying, the oneness of relationship, the actual oneness.
Sorry,
go ahead.
You're going back there.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
On the matter of names.
Yes.
I had a conversation with God. So I didn't know the gender of my second child, right?
You didn't know the sex of your second child?
The sex, yes. I didn't know.
Because the gender would mean something else. But anyway, but go ahead. I'm just troubling. I'm just messing with that. Sorry.
Yes.
Right. So I had a conversation with God and I'm like, I'm not going to do no revelation. I'm going to go in there because I believe I should have my pair, boy and girl, so this is going to be a girl, right?
Oh, you're wishing it into your mind. You didn't go to the ultrasound. You didn't go to Asai ultrasound to do any ultrasound for that one.
No.
Oh,
and
man.
So it was when the baby emerged and the nurse said, oh, you have a boy. So I went in there not having a boy name. The long and short of it is that his brother named him and he's Sean. Now, my challenge again was I didn't want the Sian because I'm totally against that pronunciation.
Sian.
And I needed a spelling that was unique. So I went in search of the spelling. So there's SHAWN, and lo and behold, the source of the name was a children's story on the television, and it's SHAUN. I'd never seen that spelling before, and I'm like, okay, chances are it's masculine. It's only
yes.
And as a result, that's how my son's name is spelled.
Is it masculine?
Well, until I saw a female anchor on one of the networks, there's either CNN or one of those, and that's how her name is spelled. So it's a little bit disappointing.
I thought the feminine for Sean would be Shauna.
Well, it is. There is, but then he is a boy. I just needed a spelling that was unique to male, but alas, that was not to be. So he is Sean.
Well, I haven't met a man with the name Lisa yet. There is silence.
No, what is happening is that
silence.
The noodles in Michael's brain are running because there's a response on the way.
It's coming out.
I'm not going to go responding to anything. I'm just listening. I listened to the conversation a while ago, and I would say to somebody, names are very important. In fact, I would say to people all the time that words, not just names, but words are important.
Yeah.
It's a word that you use that's why lawyers are crafted the way they are, because the words that they are using, they're specifically placed to invoke a narrative that would then brings an argument to support their case that they are thinking about, right? And when you look at words, I know how important words are because I've listened to words long enough and how they have been used.
Yes.
And when I was talking about ambiguity in terms of making a test question and the ambiguousness of making something, and that you should not create ambiguity in anything that you do because it leads to too many questions. So when somebody asks me a question and I say to them, you don't want to hear the answer right now because you can't appreciate it, I'm not leaving it to any ambiguity. You just now, and I'm going to tell you. So I'm not going to give you an answer to something that I am then going to be shady about. I'm saying I can't talk to you about it right now. Because I'm going to tell you something and you're going to be questioning again, and then why did you say this time? And then at 10 months down the road you're going to say, but you did say this time.
Yeah.
But then words are so important, so we must be careful how we use the words and the words that we are using. Names for me is even more important, and the names that were given to certain persons. And when you give the name, you would say that this is the name that it speaks about, this is why I call you this, like running eagle, flying eagle, or running deer, or something. The Indians would give some names
but to, your
to their
point,
children.
Michael, I'll say to you that Sean had a challenge. His father is Paul. I'm Coralie. His brother is Nathaniel. And when
can't mix that one up.
Well, so his challenge was,
Yes.
they're all in the Bible.
He's the only one not on the Bible.
And so for me as a parent, it became of concern.
Yes.
One of my colleagues where I was working, she said, well, Corley, what you need to do is just take a pen and write his name in the Bible. But of course, that would not have satisfied him. And
Your friend at work?
One of my co-workers, she's also religious.
She's
right?
religious.
Yes.
she's
religious. But the long and short of the story is, I went to one of the theological seminary and I was having a conversation with one of the professors, and he said, Sean means God is gracious. There is, again, just like Nathaniel and Bartholomew.
Right.
There, he didn't I don't remember now what the name Sean in the Bible is, but he says, yes, Sean is actually in the Bible and it means God is gracious. And can you imagine my elation when I went home and told my son that his name is actually in the Bible? And so now he is 19. That child is 19. And every now and again, there are opportunities where he needs to be reminded about the grace of God and how God has led him. And for me, it speaks to how awesome God is. Again, I went into the hospital not knowing I was having a boy. And here, this boy has been designed by God to expound his grace. And believe me, every now and again, we have a conversation about God being gracious. Nathaniel is gift from God, and he is in fact a gift. So my two boys
are gifts from God.
So that means I have to rename one of my sons because one of them is not, his name is not in the Bible.
Which one is not in the Bible?
The first one.
Which one is that?
Kurt William.
How did you get that? How did you come up with that one? By the way, let me ask you a question. So you, Coralie, you named your children?
No, I didn't name any of them. The father, he got a vision that the name was to be Nathaniel, so I ran with it, and Nathaniel named Sean. And so, although Sean's name wasn't necessarily divinely inspired initially, clearly it was by virtue of it actually having a meaning that is related to God.
All right.
So, but no, I only birthed them. I didn't name them.
Oh boy, I tell you. All right, let me ask lady. She's on the couch now.
So my question is, when did we now change the conversation to names?
No. I'm still talking. No, we're talking about love. No, hold on. I'm going to go back there. I'm going back there. I have a song. I have a song, guys. I have a song.
When did I get here? How did I get here?
This is typical breakfast hour. We never get to know where we get to where we get until we get there.
We get in there, man. Sure, come on. What's the hurry? Come on, guys. All right, let me ask you. Did you name Kurt William. Who named Kurt William?
You know, for a couple of days he was the
I want to say
baby.
good morning to
After-
Mr.
after
Mr.
he
I
was
want to say
born,
good
he
morning to
was
Mr.
the
Willa.
baby.
I want to say good morning to Mr. Telwell right now. I want to say good
The
morning.
baby. The baby. The baby. Because, you know, we wanted, I think Richard wanted to name him William. And then we heard about the story of William Tell.
Oh.
And they said, oh, no,
going to-
it's going to be a William Tell.
Yes.
Because William is a royal name.
Yes.
And so because Richard's middle name is Kurt,
Ah.
we kind of changed it and made it Kurt William. Now he has a hyphenated first name, so people call him Kurt Williams. and various derivatives of it. And so, yes, you know, and I met somebody recently who said that he had the opportunity to change his name. How? He said there was a storm. There was, I think, Ivan, and all his documents were mislaid, and he needed to register in school, so he had to. And he never really liked the name that his parents give him, so he made a little change to it.
He renamed himself.
Yes.
Yes, he did. We don't have to go through the deep holing of
We don't
anything.
have to go through any deep hole or anything. Everything was destroyed. So he had to know to go to school. He needed, you know, the documentation, and so he was able to.
He used the opportunity.
Names are important, guys. I will tell you. Well, I'm gonna come back to the story. I'm gonna give people a song this morning. I'm gonna come back to when in the creation of Adam and the woman in the garden. Not Adam and Eve, because they were not. She was not Eve at that time. She was the woman that he named. Adam named her woman. Remember this every time. Anybody hear this story? Remember, she was never named Eve in the garden when Adam named her. That was not the name that he gave to her then. He gave her the name Eve, but not at that time. Here's a song, but I'm gonna come back to the God's mathematics.
And while you do that, I might get up at some point to make some tea for Coralie and I. Would you like some?
Wouldn't I like some tea right now? Thank you very much
It's breakfast
for
hour.
Yeah, by the way, what kind of tea we have, by the way? What
We
kind of tea?
have lemongrass, we have ginger, we have peppermint, I believe we have cinnamon, and maybe some hibiscus.
You know, I've done the ginger. I haven't done the peppermint yet. So, could I have some peppermint, please? If I could have the peppermint, I'll be happy.
You want to belch off the gas? Gas. Gas on my head, man.
Oh boy, you know some people just come on, touch. I'm gonna play this song.
Yeah, gas.
Oh God. Yes, guys, this is Flashpoint members.
Yes.
Confident that they are okay all the time.
You never know what to expect.
Oh boy. Man himself, Mr. Larry Graham, this morning. I want to play a song for the Valentine's lovers right now in the house. Wherever you are in the world this morning, whether you're in Jamaica or you're in Canada, England, the United States of America, or Bermuda, wherever you are this morning, Africa. This is what I want to say to you.
Just be my lady. And everything will be alright.
In the mix. Back to back, beat to beat. Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track.
Mics are on, Piper. Don't forget the mics turned on inside the studio. I'm going to turn off the mic for you guys. We're going to have your own personal talking.
Everything will be alright.
Just be my lady this morning.
Lady, I love you every day and night. Just be my lady. I promise you that everything will be alright. Just be my lady. That's really what you ought to do. Just be my lady. This love I have was meant for you. Just be my lady. Everything you ask of me, sweetheart, I'll do for you.
Of course, I said just be my lady this morning. For those who are listening this morning's edition of the Breakfast Hour, it's a little different because it's Valentine's Day and we are celebrating love. It's in the air this morning and people are everywhere celebrating with each other. Different aspect of it. I want to say a special good morning to the Lady Karen this morning. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a wonderful time wherever you are today, and I hope that you understand somebody loves you so much. I know that you know. And of course, this is where it's going to be for those who understand the reasoning behind the Valentine's experience. And we have a lot of narrative where we could say, we talk about Valentine's and we, have this other section of it that we say, this is what it is. But for the purpose of what we celebrated as this morning, we're going to say, for those who love each other, for those who are considering somebody else to be special, for those who believe that that person could be that much special to you, I hope that today you could say, I love you. I really, really, really do. Yeah. That's what we want to say this morning.
My love, there's only you in my life. The only thing that's right. Ooh.
My first love,
yeah.
your every breath that I take, your every step I make, and I want to share all my love with you.
Hey.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Asai Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs and care. It's not one of those days that we're having. The breakfast hour is a little different today. It's Valentine's Day. For those who are having and celebrating Valentine's, we are here this morning with a new edition of what it should be. Yeah. All right. So I was telling you about the men and being this God's namers. God, no, not the namers. God's idea of mathematics. 2 becomes 1. So here is Corley says Mr. Right.
That landed.
It landed, of course it did. So she said Mr. Right. So here's the story now. So Corley is Coralie, and so she's Miss Coralie and he's Mr. Right. Okay? And so when they get married, as the marriage thing goes on, then she's named Mrs. Wright, Mrs. Coralie Wright, with an hyphen. Yeah, I'm using Coralie as the last name.
Coralie didn't do that. Coralie became Mrs. Wright.
Oh, you did that one? You didn't put the hyphen on your name? You didn't do that? No. That makes sense though, because truth be told, let me show you the mathematics with that. Here is somebody who's married like that. Like I know this lady who was named Brown, and she had a husband named Carr. Real. This is not joking. This is true story. I know the people myself. I don't know if the husband died actually. I don't think so. No, I'm just thinking. I just thought a while ago. I wonder if yeah. Anyways, no, I don't know, because I've seen them for a long time. Long time I haven't seen them. Anyways, the lady's name is is Brown, and she get married named Carr. And so when she comes into anywhere, they say, "Good morning, Mrs. Brown Carr." So suppose she was black, then should be a black car. Is what I'm saying. Anyways, that's bizarre.
You know, when I'm listening to you guys, I sit down there and I'm listening to the story and I'm like, okay, I have to listen to the end because I have to know where he's going with it, because the start is not an indication of where you're going to end up, right? So I'm like, you have my attention. Here's rasp attention.
Here's the concept of it. Here's the concept of the story. So when you have the woman naming Brown Carr, as it is, and the man named Mr. Brown. Yeah. So when you come to a function, then you're introduced Mr. Brown and Mrs. Brown Carr. Sorry, Mr. Carr and Mrs. Brown Carr. Yeah. And that's really what it really is. Don't come and adjust yourself at that time. Think it's adjustable like that. In your mind you're doing it, but in reality this is what you did. You actually separated yourself. So you have created 2 entities. You have kept the name, and somebody say, but the Spanish people do it, and they have these names of whatever, but the names of the people. But this is not marriage situation. This is family lineage. It's a different thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a marriage thing. It's a family lineage. It's if my child was born and you had a child and you were Williams before, you'd name your child Williams and then give the child the father's name or their name. So it would show the family lineage as a family tree. But what has happened is that people come into marriage and do it.
So that's more cultural than
This is more cultural than anything else. So it's actually a cultural heritage instead of a marriage affiliation. It's not affiliated to marriage. Because at that point, the person who get married could then decide, I'm not going to carry all these names. At this point, the family tree begins again. And so the family now starts at the point where the father now is this person. And now it goes into the daughter have a child, and the child's name comes to be the father's name that he had before, or child's name, and then, and it goes on.
Yes, very complicated.
You see? So that's what it is. But then, so that complication came into the marriage now, and they brought it in and saying that I have to keep my name because of professional reasons. So you're going to find different reasons to keep a name now. But you see what it actually does. And I'm not saying you shouldn't keep your name, guys. I mean, and those who are already doing it, I'm lauding you.
I think I hear my kettle whistling.
Whistling?
Am I allowed?
You are allowed. Come on, it's breakfast hour this morning. We are doing this one.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, please come. The cameras are on. We're just gonna do it live. That's the same. Let's do it. All right. So here is the thing. So when you actually name the children comes out, and your child is now, for example, so I am Brown. The man is Brown, and his daughter's name is Brown. So it's Shelly Ann Brown, and his son is John Brown. For argument's sake, the only person who is different from all of those persons is the wife.
Yes.
Sorry, Car. The man is Car. Let's put it right. So the children are Car, all cars.
Regardless of the color.
Regardless of which color they are, black or white, But then the only wife name is Brown Car. You see?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So what you have done is when the children go, it says, here is the family. Mr. Carr, his sons, John Carr, and the daughter, whichever name she is, Susan or Paula or whatever, Coralie Carr. But then the wife's name is Brown Carr, separate from everybody else. Now, what it does is, you can't use the same, when you introduce them, you can't say Mr. and Mrs. Carr. Because you have to give her a title. Because she has established that. But what has happened is people want to take it and adjust it when they feel it is necessary.
You know, it's interesting that you raised that point. And the how it appears is important. I have a cousin, and she was living with her children's father and so on. And one of the younger child said to her, "But Mom, there are 4 of them. The 3 of us have the same name. Why is your name different?"
Right.
And it was a part of the encouragement for him to solidify the relationship. And so they got married, right? Because they were... And so for the children, it became confusing that the name... We're a family.
Right.
But only 3 of us
have the same name.
Exactly.
And the mother didn't have the right name.
Yes.
The mother name was different.
Yeah. But the point I was making is that to yours is, if we're a family, then the optics need to support it.
Support what it says.
Exactly. And even the children, sometimes the wisdom of children is beyond, or
we don't children, the innocence, that innocence of children, brings out the best in our understandings. At some point, our foolishness becomes foolish, more rubbish than anything else. Become more foolish because the children sees through those flaws, because their innocence can't allow them to put that in. Yeah. But here's what is more interesting. When you said that a while ago, here's what where I went a while ago with it. Then after the children said all of that, and then the man decides to get married to her. Then she decides, I have to keep my father's name.
I'm not sure what she did. To be fair. But again, how it was a conversation that came up.
Yes.
That clearly she would have been mindful of. That it's something that speaks to the children as well. And
right.
so to set it right, to get it, to make it right.
Yeah.
This is what needed to have happened.
Right.
She needed to take on the family's name.
Right. The family's name.
Yeah.
And the family name would be Brown. Let's use the word Brown.
You're on the Brown on the car.
It's all right. Let's leave. All right. The family name is Carr. Let's keep it Carr.
Can I confess?
Let me say this first. Confession is good for the soul, but very bad for the character. Alright, go ahead, Lilis. Confess.
Now that you're on those names, I start to think of names that have colors. So you have green, white, black,
gray,
black.
Gray. Yes.
You know. So what were we talking about again?
We're talking about love.
I have a friend who changed the color. She was green and she got married black.
So Mrs. Green Black?
Yes.
She kept her maiden name?
Yes, she said green black.
Interesting.
She kept her, she was green.
Yes, after she became black.
Usually when I paint anything, it's still the color I paint it.
Yeah, but if you paint it green, it goes to black, right? But at least you remember it was green.
Here are some children. Here's a conversation.
All right.
Here's a thought. Here's a thought. I'm gonna play a song. But here's a thought. Here's some children, right? Two mothers.
Yes.
Two mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Same father. And so they live separate place. Mm-hmm. Father live one house with one set of the children, but the other set live with their mother. Having a problem. They're saying, we have two different family, because my mother runs one family and my father runs the other family.
Right.
And so there is a conversation. Is that a true statement? Would it be true in that sense, in your mind?
Well, oh my goodness.
Because the mother owns the house. The mother owns the next house, and they live in the house with the mother.
That the father can't have almost governance of what happens. So it depends on how effective he is as a manager. Because you don't have to be in the space to support what's going on.
No, I'm not talking about the support system in that sense. I'm talking about who is in charge of. Is that the family? Is that when you talk about, they talk about the nuclear family, this family, that. They have a whole heap of family thing going on with different naming of different family. Now you start to add people who are together with two men have enough, and they're putting these families now. All kind of families going on. So I'm talking about the family thing. So these families that we're talking about.
I thought we were talking about two households.
No, I know, but I'm talking about the family, two households, and how many families you have. Two women, one live in one house with the children, one set of children. Yes, it's they have 2 or 3 children in that house. And then this man, he marries somebody else and live in another house with another set of children. How many families are there? Is the question.
Well, it would be 2.
It would be 2 families?
Yes.
How you work it out?
Because as much as he is the father for the children,
right,
the woman is the one who pretty much directs what happens in our household. Because he would have abandoned that.
He would have abandoned it.
That family.
In a sense that you could look at it like that.
Well, he would have, because he determined that they were not sufficient for him, and so he created another one.
Was the camera on me when she was saying that with that astute face? The camera was on me the whole time.
I am like looking at this, and I'm like in the middle, and I'm like, what happened? I got up to make the tea, and the conversation went in a total different direction. I'm like, was I even in the studio? When did this happen? When?
I'm answering your question.
beyond words.
Wait for this.
On vacation in Jamaica, lying there in the sun, rubbing on oil and tan.
We're doing this one Valentine special for you this morning. It's our Flashpoint anniversary this morning. And we're just doing this one, an extraordinary space to be.
He tell me that she's coming from afar. She really got to rent a car. She meet a Jamaican friend. She loves a Jamaican man.
Hear this one!
Chiquitita! Oh, Chiquitita!
I mean, we're going on, oh, Chiquitita! Listen. I'm going to say this one. Quick and brisk, right? So, alright. So, you're saying that in a sense, you're abandoned. Even if he's actually supporting the family, he would have been showing a sign of abandonment.
But as I said, it wasn't sufficient. I'm using my words carefully.
No, use the words anyhow. You are in your rights. You're a grown woman. You're grown and you are... No. I say this to people all the time. I am a grown man. I can say the things I want to say without feeling fear about saying it. I want to say them because it's how I feel.
I'm careful that it's correct.
I don't want you to be correct in trying to fix it for people. I want you to say how you feel about it, and that's as simple how I think.
But it goes back to the question I asked first. When you started, and when we were talking about what is love, all this excitement and talking about love. They even have a day that they call Valentine's Day, and the thought and the concept is good. Having the time to share love with those around, and for some persons it can be a very lonely time. Absolutely. Because a lot of persons, you talk about chocolate and Valentine's, nobody send you a rose, nobody say I love you, and you might think that it's a sad time for some people because they feel that they are not fulfilled if they don't have someone around. But rest assured, God loves us.
Awesome.
And we have those around us. Sometimes there are persons who don't even know how to show love in the right way. But remember that the fact that you're here and you belong to a family, you belong. And so sometimes the world, with all that is happening, you hear all these love songs and while you do hug up your maca tree. No, not the maca tree. Coconut tree. Nobody.
Oh my word.
And you could have actually lost someone who you love for whatever reason. But the question, I saying all of that preamble, and I ask the question, can you take back love? You're like...
Take back the love that you give to somebody.
Take
it back.
Yeah. So
you know. I say, Mr. Take it back.
Because I have the concept.
But they could have Mrs. They say could have Miss Take it back or Mrs. Take it back too.
I have a concept as it relates to especially some relationships that sometimes end up in divorce for whatever reason. I believe that in those relationships, when we said earlier to have loved and lost, the love that you have, it's like you almost package it and have it in a space, and it's not just hate all the way through. I hate you. This is the person that I love you, and then I hate you.
It troubles me to see how quick sometimes somebody's love that can go from love to hate right away.
There's another. There you go. Another quote. It's a thin line
between love and hate. Oh my God.
It's true, and I think sometimes, and I've heard some of the exchanges, it's because I love you so much that when the hurt comes in, it causes so much pain.
Yes.
And so sometimes it's not even hate, because the only way I can feel so much having lost it is because I felt so much
love
when it was there.
Yes.
And which is why sometimes, and I've heard it repeatedly, try and heal yourself, because a lot of times we are so filled with those negative feelings. I think, was it yesterday? It was said you're drinking poison. The conversation yesterday, drinking poison and hoping to kill the other person.
Somebody else, yeah.
And it's the same thing with these
essence of the
awful
conversation.
feelings that we have. And, sometimes we have to let it go and forgiveness is really what that is.
A
It's
gift you
letting
give yourself.
Yes, it's you letting go of the hurt and the pain that the person causes you or caused you, so that you can exist as somebody who is not going to be bitter, not just towards that person, but in any exchanges that you find yourself. So, to your question, can you give love and take it back?
Take it back.
Love and take it back. Is the question.
Take it back.
Take it back. The love.
Take it back.
Yeah. So here is
I think you
it.
can.
You can.
Yeah.
How?
Because you would have given somebody. So going back to your two family, the man decided that the first set of people were not sufficient for him, and so
that's what the conversation
he removed his connection from that.
And that's what you in your mind you would say that.
Yes, and so that commitment, that responsibility of his emotional connection to that. Well, the woman, not so much the children.
Oh well, all right. I'm happy. I'm happy now. You're now putting it into perspective.
Oh, you mean I reached where you were?
No. Not reach where I am, but I'm happy that you could have touched on the idea that it was the connection that was lost between the female and the male, in terms of, but not so much the children.
Not at all the children. I can tell you, my mom, when her relationship ended with her father, would drive all over the place with us in search of him, because she was so committed to maintaining the relationship between the father and his children, that, and she said it should not impact, one relationship should not impact the other, because they're separate. They're separate. And when you talk to her, she, even to this day, this is like 40 odd years, you have to be careful how you speak about her ex-husband or the father of her children, because she will
defend it to the last.
She's still defending it, and it's not that she wouldn't have had, other experiences after that, but for me, observing, she still holds the value that relationship brought to her at that time.
You know what?
And that's the point I wanted to make earlier. Sorry, did I?
No, go ahead.
That's
please,
the point
please.
That sometimes, for whatever reasons, people change.
Yeah.
Life is dynamic, and who you were at 2, 3, 4.
You're not that person anymore.
Your experience.
No.
You're married. The person you married 20 years ago. It's impossible for you to remain the same, and that's what life is all about. Life is dynamic. And so if you can respect what you had and what you had shared at that time and say, okay.
And I think, again, I admire her
for doing
it.
That. Yes.
And the next time I talk to her, I'm going to be sure to say it to her. Because sometimes I'm sitting on this side of it and I'm engaging with her. And I'm so respectful of her, because it then teaches me also how to manage my relationship. I'm in a similar situation, and so I'm careful that the relationship that the children have with the father, that I take responsibility for it as well. So I'm not disparaging, or I'm not putting down. I am not being a part of that conversation.
Right.
And so it's something that I am very conscious of, because I admire that my mom was able to maintain it. And I'm telling you, it's so amazing. It's something that you understand that it had a very impactful, it was impactful to you at that space, at that time.
Right.
And you honor it. It is gone. It's no longer there, but embrace it, celebrate it for what it was, because then it can only make you better in the next one, and as an individual as well, because she would have forgiven him,
Yeah.
And I think it's because of that.
And it's the question I'd ask. This is the question I'd ask right away. Do you think that at this point, and it's just listening to the story you just said, and not to put more discussion on it and to bring too much to the table, and because it's these are personal stuff. Don't want to delve into too many personal things, especially mine. You know, I'll tell you all the personal things I want to tell you. I'll tell you my story and the amount of it that I will tell you. And so I'm not going to let anybody take that out of my purview to do it. But then, so when I tell you something, that's what I am telling you. That's my story that you will hear. The rest of the story, you not know. Come in, I'll tell you nothing more. Now, here's the piece that I want to go. Let me. You want to get it? Well, give me 1 second. Let me come back with this one. They at least want to do something. Let me do this quickly.
Man to man is so unjust. Children, you don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend, your worst enemy. Some will eat and drink with you. Then behind them sus upon you. Only your friend know your secrets. So only he could reveal it. And who the captain.
Who they can't fit, let them wear it. You know, Curly, I would ask you this one. This is the question I'd ask you. And I was alluding to it just before we went for that little break a while ago. Question is, I probably should go for another commercial break. Of course, our sponsor this morning is Asai Ultrasound for all your ultrasound need. And of course, Lasco Food Products and Drink. All right, so let's do this one. I'm going to ask you, do you think, just to shorten that up a little bit, do you think that's what you just said to me a while ago? Your mother would look back and see whatever it was that caused the separation. She would look at it right now as foolishness. Do you think that she would just say she could do without breaking up for that reason right now, after thinking about the person that she had? Tell me what you think about that. Just saying that.
She had to.
Hold on, let me turn on your mic. I think your mic's off.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
For her situation, she had to. There was no way.
No reconciliation for that.
She couldn't. It was
She
for
didn't-
her
she didn't share
preservation. It was.
But no, I'm not saying at the time. At the time, yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right. So no, it had to be. And it sometimes as women we almost deny our situation, and it took something extraordinary to give her the realization that this relationship really wasn't in her best interest. And more importantly, and that's one of the things that is the constant with my mom, her children.
Right.
The relationship would not have been the best for her children, so she had to come out of it. And she decided that it wasn't the way she wanted her children to be raised. And so for us, it's two girls, for us more than anything else, she had to make the decision to end the relationship, the marriage relationship that existed. So I would say to you, it would not have been healthy for her to stay, and even more so, why the fact that she can celebrate the positives from it.
Right.
I give her so much more
Yeah,
props.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I can't tell somebody that what they are experiencing is not what they are experiencing, because everybody have their own experience and suffering within some relationship, whatever it is that you're suffering, But we talk about the changes that takes place. Persons are this love we're talking about. Of course, we're still on our anniversary special right here at Flashpoint. We are 2 years old today, and of course we are giving that one up. Yay, go Flashpoint. And of course we're doing that one. But also we are celebrating our Valentine's Day, and of course it falls exactly on the same day. And for those who are in love and celebrating love and joy and happiness today, we want to say go for it. It's going to be an awesome, awesome experience for you this morning. All right, enter while you can. That's what I would say. Yeah, but this is where I'll take it. This is where I'll take this conversation quickly. This is where I'll take this conversation quickly, Lady Corley. We find that sometimes, as we say, that it's dynamic enough that people are always constantly changing. We are changing in not just in our age, but in how we understand things also. The appreciation for stuff. It says, once I was a man, now I am a child. When I was a child, I did foolish things or childish things. Now I'm a man, the things have changed. I'm doing a lot of things differently by being a man. And so I want for those who are saying that you are in a marriage and then the person wake up one morning, I know the person we're married to, I know them that. That's not the person. But what is even more ridiculous for some people though, is this is the part that gets a lot of persons. There are some people that you would not marry. Not in a long stretch.
What are you talking about? Every O of them take a bush.
No. I fix your mic. Ladies, fix your mic. Fix your mic. I want you to fix your microphone.
This morning, I am the lady with the quotes. I started off with, it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all.
But hear this piece.
And then that was followed up with, it's a thin line between love and hate.
You're on a roll.
Then, now I say, every O, having stick, a bush.
All right.
Find your bush.
Find your stick or your O.
And maybe there's no O nor stick. The viewers want to know what is so delicious we're having. We're having pistachio muffins with cinnamon tea.
I'm in love with pistachio.
I don't know. My peppermint is very good.
In all its form.
Mikey, do you have
pistachio?
Oh, you love it.
I love pistachio.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
So I'm having pistachio muffin
this morning.
Yep. And I'm enjoying
and there are actually nuts inside the muffin.
She's enjoying that.
Yes.
Look at her face.
I'm in love.
Look at her face.
It's love. Did you hear?
Love at first.
Love. It's Valentine's.
Love at first bite.
Love at first. Oh, this is the place to be today.
Absolutely.
I would say, yes, go ahead.
And I'm also sharing that I love gelato. And it has to be pistachio.
Oh my word!
And I'm like, I'm
guys, if you're listening, you know exactly what she likes.
That's my
now,
heart.
if you take her out, if you're taking Corley out, remember, it is pistachio gelatos, and that's it.
Yep.
You're not getting pistachio gelatos. If you don't have any money, don't come take her out either, guys.
Well,
all right. Yeah, no, you might be thinking no. All right. You know, say, love can't full belly.
Hold on. I didn't go back to the conversation. One of the conversation we had.
I'm on a roll this morning.
One of the conversation we had this year was money and love. You can't, love can't buy love.
Love can't full belly.
Oh God, love can't full up your belly.
So you must be able to buy the pistachio gelato, right?
But you know what? I remember this one. I was so in love with this girl one time. Man, I tell you this, no joke thing. No, listen, man, just cool, man.
Story.
Just cool, and so this, no matter what, I come. Hungry like hell, man.
Please look out for a call from Elder Edgar Bennett. He's going to call us. He says
he's calling. Yes. Let me put it on ring.
Yes.
Well, no matter how hungry I kill me, I would sit down and I hug her up, and I'm just sitting there looking at her, and me feel good that I know her. And
so you're saying, Michael, that love can in fact full belly.
I'm just saying that me full up in belly and love and me say hungry and kill me.
Yes, but then love sort of became first place.
Full of your belly.
Yeah, so even the hunger wasn't enough for you to get something to eat.
No, the hunger wasn't enough for me to let her go for 1 minute because me just can't move.
Yes.
I'm so smitten by her, and I want to just sit close to her. All that. But like I say, when you're a child, you do childish things. I say when you're a child, you do childish things. And if you do childish things as a child, then for
do you like put your crackers inside your tea?
If I
No,
put
it
my
has to
crackers
be-
inside my tea,
It has to be chocolate tea for me, because then it changes the taste.
hold on one
It's
second. I want to say good morning to
Too
you.
bad.
Good morning. Hold
I'm
on.
not
We
even
have
trying.
this guy.
You can taste
You
my
guys are having your own
chicken here.
conversation. What you having over there?
She's dipping the crackers in the tea, and I'm saying
I think Ella Bennett is on the line talking. Ella Bennett, good morning. Sir.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I want to say happy anniversary today to you also, sir. Flashpoint.
But thank you very much, and the same to you, and the rest of the team.
Yes.
Go morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. You sound as though you're having a wonderful time, a grand time.
Well, if it is that you're feeling jealous, you can come right over. The doors are open, and join us. But we wouldn't want to take you from your Valentine's, of course.
I feel very tempted to do so.
Well, it is actually for all our Flashpoint VIPs and members to be in whenever they want to be. I know everybody's kind of busy today, but the door is open. Hello and welcome to it's there for everyone to be a part of this celebration by phone or by whatever means necessary. That's okay as well, you know. So that's what we are talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Great. But we have so much to be thankful for, you know,
right.
So much to be grateful for.
Right.
And
of course,
I would say, hitherto has the Lord led us.
Hitherto has the Lord led us. Yes.
Yeah. Ebenezer.
Ebenezer of Flashpoint.
Yes.
So how is your day going?
And well, I'm being grateful. He woke me up this morning.
Amen.
And started me on my way. You know, there's much to be thankful for.
Let's ask the question. Hello. The Valentine's has started. And I know you are at home, and you know, when you wake up this morning, you must see Lady Elisa and our curly face inside here.
We're like, we don't know what.
We don't know what's coming next.
We're like, okay, this should be interesting.
No, it's interesting enough to ask this question. I'm saying, how did the Valentine's start this morning? Who made breakfast first? Or is it just continuing? did Lady Kashima get up and made breakfast first, or you did? I don't know. Or she made it first, then you're now making something else. I don't know. How did that working out?
Answer only if you feel comfortable.
If you'd allow me to share a thought or share a philosophy.
All right.
The true meanings of Valentine's is showing love every day.
Awesome.
As a matter of fact, when I got up, my wife was already at boot camp, and from boot camp she went to the agricultural show.
What?
But when she returned, she did make us a lovely morning drink.
Wow.
With tuna and pineapple.
What?
So we do not celebrate Valentine's in the traditional sense.
Okay.
Though we have exchanged, you know, gifts and so on in the past, or on several occasions in the past.
Right.
Our philosophy of Valentine's is really showing love every day.
Awesome. Lifting my hat to you.
Yes.
And Kashima. Yes.
Kashina. Right.
Yes.
That's it.
That helps.
Yes.
La Lady Kashina.
Yeah. I'm horrible with names. Sorry.
No, don't worry. You're not alone. I'm not alone. You're not alone. We are good with that.
Well, Elder Bennett, it's good to celebrate love every single day. And so, by all means, in whatever form and shape and fashion, kudos to you, and may it continue to
blossom.
Keep your relationship so that it will be an example to your family, immediate, as well as wider community. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement.
And we are here celebrating. It's so wonderful that Flashpoint was born as well on the 14th
Of
of
February.
February, and already we are celebrating 2 years. And it's such an amazing place to be that we would have been able to twin the love of Flashpoint with an anniversary. That's amazing. So thank you as well, Elder Bennett, for being a part of the team, and not just any part of
Yeah,
the
man.
team.
The Grand Revival Bible
A
Study.
strong,
Strong foundational truth.
Member
Man.
of the team.
Yeah.
Always having such a peaceful demeanor, calm, and a sound in the word. So we want to thank you for being a part of this journey with us right here at Flashpoint. And that's what we're celebrating this morning. Happy anniversary. 2 years, toddler
Well,
stage.
thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for the encouragement. I do appreciate your support, the support of the entire team, each individual member. And your contribution is very significant. It has been a blessing. It has been my utmost delight to be able to share with you and with all the persons who listen on from time to time.
Here is a piece. Here's a piece. I was saying something earlier. They cut me off, Ella Bennett. They cut me off. You were deliberate. They're trying to save you from me. They're trying to save you from me. But anyways, let's go with it. I would just say right off that your wife has proven to be a virtuous woman. Of course, woman, she get up. A virtuous woman, the Bible describes her as getting up early and taking care of her family. And quite frankly, she has, just by you saying that a while ago, you have identified the woman that you have married. And of course, the Bible would support you in marrying her as well. God is in solidarity in your marriage and of course your union with this lovely woman that you have chosen.
Well, I praise the Lord for her, and thank God for the years He has blessed us with. And the kids He has blessed us with. There's something else I want to share about February. February is a special month for us because our first son was born on February 1st.
Right.
My youngest brother was born on February 4th, and my sister was born on the 22nd of February. Wow. So February is a very significant month for the for a family. And the fact that we're celebrating Flashpoint's birth in February makes it even more special.
Yeah. Awesome. I have two brothers that were born in February as well.
So a lot of celebrating going on in February.
Well, yes in one part and no in one part. I'd say one. My brother is born on February 29th. One of my brothers, my eldest brother. And here goes the laughter. Yeah, look at the Tony popping up now inside. Popping up in the studio now.
Is this a leap year?
And it's a leap year this year.
This is a leap year? I did not realize. This year is a leap year?
Yes, it have 29 days in February now. It says, how did the thing go? We go to school and we study. And it says
30 days.
30 days of September, April, June and November. All the others have 31 days except February alone, which have 28 days and 29 every leap year. For those who didn't remember. Do children still learn these things in school?
No.
It's not necessary anymore?
No.
Okay. I think they're learning these things again. These things are not necessary for them to learn anymore. Well, I would say that my brother is a leap year guy. He's celebrating another birthday this year. Of course, he can't say. It's in between spaces, like he's in limbo with it every other year until his fourth year. But I also have another brother who is born on Valentine's Day.
What?
February 14th.
Yes.
Yeah. Sad to say he's deceased. He's not here anymore.
Sorry to all condolences.
Yeah, so my brother has passed out, and it was not deliberate that Flashpoint was born on this day. when we first transmitted, it was impossible that it happened on this day. It blew my mind to see, and when I realized it was February 14th that we actually made the first transmission, we actually made the first voice on air, and we said that day we're going to run it all day. I was saying, no, that's not possible, and I realized it was Valentine's Day, my brother's birthday, you know, and I was saying to my God, I said, oh, MG, how is it even possible? So, yeah, I got that piece in there. So it's a little bit of sweet, you know, going on while we do this, but, you know, life is so dynamic, and we are talking about ever-changing time. The ever-changing time. Marrying
and what we need to remember too is that God's mercy endured forever. It's as high as the heavens, and it will continue to remain with us through the changing scenes of time, because the scenes of time will change and our circumstances will change, but God's mercy endures forever, and it will continue to abide with us.
Right. Thank you, Ella Bennett. Thank you.
May we always abide in Him.
With Flashpoint. And the team.
Yes.
And the team. And the team. And the team. And every person who is a part of this, whether be it a listener, whether be it a VIP member, wherever. Whether
this
be it
movement.
All the team members, VIP members, whether you are just a person who just logged on for the first time. May God's grace abide. We were asking the question earlier.
And not to cut you, also one of our VIP up in Edmonton, her birthday is the 17th of February.
What?
Just put it
What's her name?
Chat.
Let's celebrate
Lady Marie. 17th. Just remember this.
Alright, so let's put it on our calendar to celebrate this one with her on the 17th.
Is it the weekend?
Day. Is it a weekend? That 17th is a weekend? Check the calendar and see.
Tomorrow's the 50th. Yes, I think it's Sunday.
It's Sabbath.
It's Sabbath.
So
it's a high day. We still celebrate it with her.
We
still give a celebration for her.
Yes.
Here is where we're going, Elder Bennett. So we're looking at marriage and stuff like that. And so you marry somebody one day, right? And then the next week you wake up, a year pass, and she's a different woman in the house. You know, I mean, for the woman, it's a different man. You know, but I'm just, because I'm a man, I can only speak from that perspective. I can't speak from the woman's perspective, and I shan't not do it. I have two lovely women inside the studio who can, and so I will refrain from even trying to actually bring my humble opinion in that direction, because they are qualified enough to speak on behalf of themselves, and so I'm not going to do that today. But then, so I'm going to speak on behalf of the men. So we have married this woman. And when you wake up one morning, it's like a 2, 3, 5 years pass, 10 years pass. And then the exact woman that you would not marry if you were marrying anybody, that's the one you find in your house.
Oh. You mean, how do you relate to that?
How you relate to something like that?
You still love her, you don't take back the
No,
love.
I'm saying, the exact woman, you know. This is the same woman. This woman, you know, this woman, you know, if you see her on the street and she was out there with a sign, marry me, and have money for money, you would never put yourself in something like that. And this is the one you find yourself after 5, 10 years, you know. That's the woman, you wake up one man and she's in the house with you.
Yeah. I think a large part of that has to do with how we were cultured. I don't think we were taught properly or properly instructed before marriage. We were given the idea that when we get married, we would not change, or to change would be a bad thing.
That's why every morning, every night, for 11 minutes, I go.
We hear terms.
Every night I go my bathe first and change my clothes. Every day I change. Every day I just, as a practice and a rule, I just do it.
but the thing is, what we should be instructing persons about is the fact that we will change. It is inevitable that we will change. What we need now is how to manage that change. Mm-hmm. How do we grow together? Mm-hmm. How do we grow together while we change?
Yes.
How do we make our lives more happy as we change? Because we will change. Yeah. Now, if we're changing for the if we're changing for the worse, then there's a spiritual problem that we need to help each other to address, because we should be growing more and more like Christ, and as we become more and more like Christ, we will display those basic Christian principles in our lives and towards each other. And I think many marriages go apart not because of any big issue, but just because we're not displaying, basic Christian principles or demonstrating basic Christian principles in our lives towards each other. So it is growing together, and growing together we understand that we are going to change. Our thoughts on certain things will change. The way we look at life will change. The things we do may change, and it is about getting better each day at what we do and how we treat each other. And if that's the foundation, if that is the principle on which we base our relationships and how we relate to each other, irrespective of how we change, we will still be together and we will be happier with each passing day.
Well said. Elder Bennett, what came to my mind when Michael asked the question is, where was the husband for the 5 years, for the 10 years when the change, because the change would not have happened or occurred overnight? And exactly as you said, is either he was absent and so he was disregarding the change while it was taking place, or he was absent. If he was at war, for example, deployed overseas, and after 5 years he returned and saw somebody new, then understandably. But ultimately what came to my mind is that it has to be you being present every single day. So when I am feeling upset, are you there when I'm feeling upset to be able to have a conversation with what is going on with you, and to be at every moment of the circumstances that I find myself, so that we can share those moments together? Because that is what growing together mean. That when it's bad, we're present for each other. When it's good, we're present for each other. But if you have dismissed yourself, you must deal with that on your own. Then what's going to happen is that I've dealt with it on my own without you being present, and that's when I'm going to be growing in a different way, because I'm growing from those experiences and you weren't there with me. And so at the end of 5 years, you're not going to see the person, because you're not going to see somebody who would have been built by the experiences that you chose not to be a part of, so I think it's, when it comes to a relationship, we both have to be committed in such a way that you can't choose when to be present and when not to be.
Yes.
In the circumstance of war, as she mentioned, you should not bother to go to the war and stay home with her all the time. I would suggest that to be true, and I would take your suggestion to be serious. For the men who are going to war, guys, don't leave your wives and go nowhere. Let those.
That's all you got, Michael.
But I got it. I got it. But
at least you got something. Let me commend you for having gotten something from that discourse. It's admirable.
Minute. The guys went to war, right? With the first war, the World War they created, and when they went to war, when they came back, the wives were in the offices and the buildings in the factories working. They never come back home after that. So we are worried. We are very weary of the fact that, so you know what, guys, don't leave your women and children go no more war, because every time you go away, you're not going them gone. You're not going to have them anymore. So don't leave your families, guys. Stay with them all the time.
Literally,
quite literally.
Going back to the point I was making, it doesn't need something as drastic as war to separate us. Be present in your relationship.
You're somebody who works abroad, and you're working on farm work, and 6 months out of the year you have to go away and come back. And some people work overseas and they're working from different angles. There are different family structures. There are different economic structures within families that exist these days. The world is dynamic. It's a bigger world. It's a smaller village that we encounter, the large village. And so we are looking at this village. And when we look at the village and how it has mistreated us and have done an evil to us by just saying that it is supposed to work like this, it has actually separated us one from another, so far away. Family members that
Yeah,
are supposed to be in one place at a given time. The grandmother, the grandfather, mothers, siblings growing up within close proximity to each other so that they can feed off each other and actually grow within that family. You have one in Mexico, one in England, one in Canada, one in Jamaica, one in Australia, and everybody is fragmented all over the place. If you should call a family reunion and wanted a family, want everybody in one place, it's going to be like pulling teeth to get everybody there. And so it's a difficult thing to see. And so we have looked at the enemy very, very vigilant, very viciously, very, very subtle and cunning, and has used his craftiness to have divided us and give us the narrative of it's a global village and this big foolishness. It has done this to divide us and conquer us, and it has worked very well. And we are justified in what we do, and we can't see the error in our ways right now.
And the truth is, Brother Mikey, bringing it closer home.
Right.
The reality that we face too is that for many of us, even our day job on a daily basis,
right,
probably take us away from home, and probably take too much time away from home. So we're hardly ever with our family sometimes because of how the job is structured, or how we use our time at our jobs. So we may not be away fighting war, we may not be working overseas, but we may very well share the same location generally, but are just away from home at work for prolonged periods of time, and that too has its negative impact on the family life, on the relationship.
Absolutely.
So we have to be careful how we manage that.
Absolutely, and I think that it is recognizing that it's going to take a little bit more. If the same effort that we apply in making sure that we do our jobs to the best of our ability, we should apply that tenacity to maintaining the family, because it's really what we have at the end of the day. There's so many stories about, and I'm using work, but there's so many stories about persons who they go to work and they die at their desk, and the next day they don't even change the desk, they just sanitize it and somebody else is sitting there, but then your family is left with a real big void, having to deal with the loss. And so I think what it needs is, the song says, the basics of life. Literally going back to the basics of life is making sure that your life, you're living in a way that can balance both. Now workplaces are implementing a lot of policies around work-life balance because it is demanding. But I think for us as individuals, we have to really be intentional in making sure that we prioritize what is really important in our lives. And so even if we're spending 12 hours a day, more so we need to carve out that 1 hour that is family time, and nothing disturbs or disrupts that, because you see the need to make sure that it is built in a way that is going to be pleasing to God.
I agree. And a word to my brothers. The notion of control is very important, and we see where Adam gave that up in the beginning, and we're still suffering the consequences. We have to take control of our lives. Let the activities fit into our lives, and not let the activities control our lives. So we have to take control and keep control and manage different activities that we have in our life well, in order to create that healthy balance.
Absolutely.
Here's the hanging question that was hanging from morning. The hanging question was hanging from morning was 2 households, and we're going to answer it now quickly.
No. Something.
Hold on. You think we forget? All right, so we're coming back to it. We're going back. 2 households, right? And so the woman is in one. She runs the house with 2 children, and of course, Curly was explaining that about the sending the information. disseminating the information for us to understand it very well. So here's what I'm going to say for people who understand this to be two separate families. People say this all the time. The woman has 2 children and the man is set to wear marriage and live, and it's 2 different families. And then we ask this question. So this child's name. So you have 4 children, or 2 children. 2 children one side, 2 children one side, or 3 children one side, 3 children the other side. Whichever one child, whichever combination works. So let's say it's 1 child. 1 child in one house, one. So it's 2 separate families, 1 child. And so in the house that the man is living with the wife or with the woman that he's living with, that family the child would name, say the family name is Brown. We're using the word Brown as a common family name now. What would be the child's name? The man is Brown. What would be the child's name? In the house that he's living?
In both households, the children's name will be Brown.
How many families do you hear right there?
It will be 1.
Good. And so when you listen to that conversation, every time you hear it, you always must remember this thing. I want to tell everybody this, that the family is always the man's family. And I'm saying this not as against women. No, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just listen to this. No, come on. Let's go. It's the man's family. Hold on. Let me go with it now. It's a man's family. He's the one who creates the family. He's the one who can name the family. And this is the power that men have. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. It is him who is creating family. He who is sowing seed and making them grow. That's his job. And it sounds away. No. It sounds away. No, man. I'm saying something. Let me say that. I know. Go ahead and get it. I don't stay. Kill me. You're on the camera. Let me just finish. You can eat me raw after I finish. No, man. Let me eat me raw after I finish. So it is a responsibility of the man to do it. How he does it should be in a responsible way. And so that's it. The fine line between those 2 love and hate situation. All right. But then we give those 2 drastic rules. I put it out there to clarify this thing. I'm getting a little feedback somewhere here. My mic is too loud. Or somebody's mic. All right. I put it out there because sometimes the narrative goes out every time, thinking that these books that they write makes up these stories and talk and identify the families, to thinking that it can be so. It can't, because the real truth is it's only the man who can name the family. It's only him. And so when look what happened to a lot of family now. The woman said, "Nah, give him father name, I give him my name." You ever hear that one? And the woman gives him her father's name. What did she do? She deprived the child of his heritage. She kills the child's heritage. She kills the very seed that is born in him. And that is where we want to see it as an injustice to the child. Not because you're hurt, you then further hurt the child with your hurt. And these are the things that we want people to notice that you're doing. Now, why somebody is separated from one or the other? The children are always belonging to the same family. It's one. It's never different. All the children are brown, which means it's one. You know? And you have this thing called half family. You know, half brother, half sister. I don't know where the half come from, because all of them are one father. That's how it works.
You know, Michael.
And they're half of who? You know?
I'm happy that you laid at the feet of the men. Because
I'll have to kindly excuse myself at this point.
Now, wait a minute, I'm not even asking you to comment on it. I'm just leaving you. I'm going to leave you out of this one.
Great conversation though, and abundant blessings.
We're about to leave studio, and of course, Ella, before you leave, I suggest Curly, you want to finish your point, and then I'm going to ask Ella to just pray for us this morning. Because this is where we want to end it. We want to end this is we're ending it. But before we end it, we want to do this.
You're listening to Flashpoint.
Anniversary special right here in the Grand Cayman Islands and the rest of the world.
The Universal Love Song.
Universal for you, of course.
Yes, this is a Universal Love Song. Everywhere you go.
This is how we want to end the show this morning. Lady Elise, any last words for you, ma'am?
Oh boy, I had so much to say, I was going to share with the listeners what Ash Wednesday mean, what this Ash is all about, Wednesday and the period of Lent and what it is, and there's so much to share. But I want to thank you. Thank you so much. This has been 2 years of phenomenal growth, not only for Flashpoint, but the team members as well. Some of us, we never saw ourselves being here, but we want to thank you for being here with us and taking the journey. And we hope to give you much more. God bless you. Stick and stay.
Lady Curly, anything last words, ma'am?
Elise would have said it. It is, God is so awesome. He has a way of putting us in different circumstances to his glory. And if I may speak personally, if it were left up to me, I'm not a before the camera person, and it's allowing the Lord to lead, and so I feel eternally blessed. Yes. I feel very appreciative and humbled being a part of the team, and wish continued growth and blessings. And I know that God has brought us thus far, and he certainly will take us so much more, because there's a purpose. There's a purpose.
We have more than 30,000 people viewing us at any given time.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
That's where we are looking at. We're not 30 million yet. We're getting there, but we are 2 years old. Over 30,000 people viewing us at any given time.
And that speaks volumes. It says there's a message that has landed with the people. We just need to make sure that we keep focus on God and allow him to determine our path.
Let's give thanks and praise to the Lord and feel all right this morning. I want to say thank you all for joining us this morning, and of course for making it Flashpoint for your breakfast hour every morning. What I want to say to Marie this morning, in Canada, I want to say good morning to you, Marie, and I'm really
morning joy,
yes, and
Ali Maki,
we gotta be calling somebody Mama. Whoa, listen, how could I forget someone? I'm not trying to call names today. If I start to call names, I'm
gonna
be in trouble.
That's why I call names. No, you not calling me. I call
names.
Well, all right.
Well, all right. Listen. You have to talk to my friend in Pennsylvania then. Call her name.
Beverlyn.
There you go. Call up Beverlyn. Big up Beverlyn, of course. I want to say big up Karen. Yes, every time. All right.
She started off the conversation this morning. Big up Coralie.
Big up. There you go. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And big up all the Flashpoint. Big up. But big up all our members and our listeners and our VIPs, wherever you are this
morning.
Big up
Georgia.
There you go, Georgia. Big up. Of course, you have to just say shout out to everyone, everywhere,
everybody
right now. If we didn't call your name today, guys, don't hold it personal against Mikey G or Lady Elise or Corley in the studios of Flashpoint.
We love you. We love you on this day. Mwah. Lots of love and blessings.
Beautiful. Ella Bennett, I ask you at this point, sir, if you can just offer a word of prayer and close this one down for us. It's Valentine's Day for some, and of course for others it's Valentine's Day every day, and of course it's our anniversary today, and that's what we are here to celebrate. But in the spirit of love and goodwill, we want to say thank you guys for joining us, and of course keep the love going, not just for Flashpoint but for each other.
Amen.
Yeah. Ella Bennett.
Okay, let us pray. Oh, Heavenly Father, we thank you for your love. We thank you for all your benefits. We thank you for the way you have carried us, blessed us, helped us, directed us over the years. We thank you for each member. We thank you for each VIP. We thank you for each listener. And we thank you, Lord, for those who have supported us. You know the sacrifices they have made. And we want you to continue to bless them and to put within their hearts the love and the spirit of sacrifice the spirit of goodwill, the spirit of helping others to come in contact with you, to have a better relationship with you. Lord, we thank you for what you have done. We hitherto have you led us. We have come this far by faith. But we know, Lord, that with you, the best is yet to come. We pray, Lord, that we may be so closer drawn to you that we may be careful of the habits of life that we indulge in, though harmless they seem. Help us to develop habits that will be for our eternal good, that will prepare us for your kingdom, that will make our calling and our election sure. We pray for all the families that listen on, all the families that we're associated with, our different concerns. Help us to get along. Help us to demonstrate your love. And we pray, Lord, in a very special way that you may prepare us, that we will spend eternity with you in that grand revival when all your people from every nation and from every age will gather to be with you in glory. We pray that you may forgive us of our sins and help us, Lord, to ever keep our eyes fixed on you. Bless each member of the team again and the families that they're associated with, and may your love continue to reign supreme in our hearts. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Ella Bennett, for that one this morning. Thank you for listeners. But here's what we're going to do. Thank you, sir, for giving us the Lord's blessing over this ministry, this program, this station, this everything. I want to say this morning that we are family this morning, and I want to put it down like this for you. This is how we take it out for you this morning. I promised to give you some songs, but we talked it out. We have to give you some dance time inside here. See Corley dance a little bit. Tomorrow we can do some of that. Here we go this morning. So I'm going to set it down for you this morning. Yeah. Yes, man. Corley, start to rock already, right?
Of course. I'm rocking over here. Rocking all the sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
Get up, everybody, this morning and sing. We are family this morning. All the Flashpoint team members. Pick up yourself. This is how we take you out this morning. Of course, we're taking you out with this one. Yeah, why not? Why?
First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that faze me.
This is how we do it.
I'm so grateful for life and another chance. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away.
sing out in the studio.
I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. 'Cause today is all I have. I'm gonna live today. Come on. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Today is all I have.
Yeah! Today is all we have. That's how we do it. This is how we're going to end this show this morning. This has been the breakfast hour, guys. Have yourself a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
Stay safe, everybody.
We do it all. Catch you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. We do it all over again for you. Ending this one for you, the OJs.
Heavenly Father,
Stay tuned to Flashpoint all day,
creator of all things.
24 hours. Valentine's. Happy Valentine's, guys. Happy anniversary.
As I bow to your throne, I pray for love, joy, peace, and happiness.